everyone, Callie with Jemminz back. Remember yesterday I spoke about doing a bath bomb or bath fizzy. So we're going to do that today. I got up this morning and just decided, you know what, let's just tackle this and get it done. We've got so much work to do towards our launch of our website that I thought this would be a great place. If I could get this recipe nailed down, then I have two fantastic products that I could get out. One is my cold processed soaps, which are doing really well. I've made them in the past, so it wasn't a big deal, but some of the new oils that are coming out weren't necessarily working out properly. So I had to go back and not necessarily reformulate, but just kind of do the process a little bit differently so I could get them to work. I showed you that video yesterday. We were able to get some of them corrected. I still have another 4 more we have to redo, and those will be done sometime this week. I'm going to try and get that done. So today we're going to focus on the bath fizzies. I like to leave them loose, and we are still going to produce those. I'm going to do the batters up and then leave them loose and then put them in really nice packages so that you guys could use as much or as little as you want to. But these we're going to do bath bomb, bath, shower fizzies. They kind of work all together. You can either put these particular ones in your bath, or you can put them in the bottom of your shower and allow the fragrance to pop up on you. They do make a really cool, fuzzy foaminess to them, so that if you put them down by your feet, that foam can get around and help clean your feet. However, I do recommend that you be really careful because these can be a little bit on the slick side because of the hemp oil that I use in them. Remember, all my products contain hemp seed oil or hemp seed butter, and today that's what we're making, except that I forgot my hemp seed. Why did I forget my hemp seed? The main ingredient in my stuff, and I forget it. I will be right back. I'm going to walk over to my bucket and I'm going to get it. Hold on. There's my hemp seed oil. I don't know why I forgot that this morning. It's one of those mornings. All right, so I'm not going to use any butters in this recipe, just my hemp seed oil. The recipe does not call for hemp seed butter, and so I'm not going to use it. This was a recipe I got thanks to Dean Wilson. You can go watch his videos. He's fantastic at what he does. I finally, broke down and said I'm not going to go ahead and make my own recipe. I'm going to try and use someone else's, but I'm just going to substitute one or two of the ingredients, and that's what I'm going to do today. So instead of using his original recipe of, let me pull it out here and I'll let you take a look. So he recommends using sweet almond. I'm using hemp oil instead. And instead of the Epsom salts, I'm using Dead Sea salts. So just a slight variation in the recipe. I'm using ultra fine. You can find this pretty much anywhere. This particular brand I got off of New Directions. So it's a really good, really good fine small amount. And I don't have to go in and grind it or do anything special to it. It's all ready for me to use. And that's what I liked about it. So let's get going. All right. So the basic ingredients in this is baking soda, citric acid. You can't see it because it's below me. Dead sea salt, the oil, SLSA for foaming. I like to do that with my bath fizzies because they give a really good foam. I will be using 99% isopropyl alcohol. I was not able to find anything less than that. I'm sure that it's probably more drying than 70%, but that's okay. If this recipe fails, I know I'm going to switch over to witch hazel. I just forgot to pick it up at the store the other day. We actually got a good shipment of it in at the grocery store where I work. I forgot to pick it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the 99% alcohol and see how that turns out. And if that is too drying and I cannot work with it, then I'm not going to even bother using it. I'll go to the witch hazel, which I will pick up tomorrow at the store. And my coloring is going to be Mystic Purple. I'll show you that here. Oh, it foamed up a little bit. There's the Mystic Purple, and my scent is going to be the sample scent that I talked about a couple days ago, Wild Berry Tulip. So I thought, oh, this is perfect, and I'll just use it. Lost a little bit when I opened up the bottle. So instead of using the full 15 grams, I'm using 12, but it's not going to really matter. If I have to add a little bit of spritz of water or alcohol to it, I can. It's just the way it goes. What can I say? All right, let's get soaping. I need some paper towels here, or a towel for my hands. All right, so let's weigh out our ingredients. Oh, my scale turned off. I'm going to mix it in my mixer here so you can't really see it. Let's turn it down so you can see what I'm actually working on here. There you go. A little better. I may have to do the angle a little better for you. There you are. All right, so we need baking soda. Got this at Crafter's Choice, but you can actually get it pretty much anywhere you want. I'm going to measure it out first, and then I will, I should do this. Switch things around a little bit so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. All right, let's tear this out to 0. Dean's recipe calls for 600 grams of baking soda, so that's what we're going to put in here. I have this handy dandy little scoop. Yes, I am going to put this through a sifter just to get rid of all the yuck. Sometimes you get clumps in your stuff, and so we want to get rid of that. This is a big recipe. I should probably scale it down, but I don't have the time to scale it down today, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, 622, that was way too much. Oh. Back in. Oh, a little more. Back up. This is being a little testy this morning. All right. Oh, 601, 602. So we're really close. Let me just grab just a little bit off the top there. With grams, you can be it can be so sensitive. All right, so I'm going to close this up because we're done with that. 600 grams of baking soda. We're going to pop that through my sifter into our container here real quick. And we'll get that sifted through. Just helps get the clumps out. It's not really imperative that you do it. I like to do it only because it does make a smoother batter. Ugh, it's going to powder up. My little dog decided, my Pomeranian decided to get super active this morning. I don't know why she's so excited. I don't know if you can see the powder coming off the bowl, but it's pretty strong. All right. There's no clumps in this, so I'm just going to go ahead because it's just powdering up way too much. And I don't want to taste baking soda all day. I'm going to move that over. All right, so now let's go with the citric acid. The citric acid and the SLSA I'm going to add last, so I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. Okay. Taro that to 0. That went to kilograms for some reason. I don't know if I measured that right. I'm going to pop this back in here real quick because it looked like it went to kilograms, and I don't know if I did that or whether it was the recipe. No, it's not that. All right, so that is good. All right, so citric acid next. No, I'm not adding anything to it, so don't worry about it. Okay, so citric acid, we're going to use 300 grams of citric acid. Now, this is going to be set aside, and I guess I don't need that much. And we're going to add this at the end. I find that if I add my citric acid and my SLSA at the end, I don't have a foaming effect here. Oh, I put way too much in here. We're only supposed to be at 300. Why did we go to remeasure that out? That went to almost 600 grams. You don't need that much. It is on grams, not kilograms. The scale, for whatever reason, sometimes it does really weird things. I need to get a new scale. A little more. Sometimes that one little grain can make a big difference. All right, so that's done. All right, now. There. Now, SLSA I got citric acid up my nose. My apologies, you guys. No, I am not sneezing in my stuff. I am sneezing into my sleeve, which is how you want to sneeze. And I was away from the I just turned away from the camera for a second, so my apologies. All right, so SLSA, you want to be really careful when you measure it out. It does have a tendency to be very airborne, and so I like to just take it really, really slow. There we go. We zeroed that to grams, and I need 30 grams of SLSA. Where is my spoon? Let me grab one real fast. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down, baby girl. I know. You just want to be with mom. All right, so this one I'm going to be very, very careful with because it does, I don't know if you saw that pop up, but it does pop up on you. And I'm being careful not to spill this. I love SLSA in my, there you, did you see that puff of smoke come up? It's just very, very powdery, so you have to be really careful. I usually just very gently lay it in here. And even doing that, sometimes it can get up in there. Anyway, SLSA can be very irritating to your lungs, so you want to be very, very careful with it and not put too much in to your bowl at once so it doesn't powder up. Powdering up is not good for your lungs. 29, 30. Perfect. Put that aside. I have it in a double bag to protect it. If you happen to have asthma or lung issues, please be very careful with this. It is very irritating to your lungs. I do have asthma and I do have to be careful with it. All right, SLSA in my citric acid. That will go together. I'm going to mix that very carefully here in a minute. And I mean very slowly. And the reason why I'm mixing it in with my citric acid is this is going to be done at the end. If I put this at any time when I put more the oils in my baking soda, it will foam up really bad. And I don't want that to happen because I don't want any foam to happen. So that's going to go out there. We're done with that. My cat wants out again. You guys are just driving me crazy today. In or out, in or out, in or out. There we go. It's really dark out today. I think we have a major storm coming through our system, so hopefully I can get through this demonstration and not lose my power. Okay, so next we have 100 grams of dead sea salt. That is a lot. This I am going to sift through in another bowl. Or at least I'm just going to crush it down. I should grab my smaller sifter. I'm not sure what I did with it this morning. Move that out of the way because this has clumps in it, but I was able to work most of my clumps out of it. Actually. So I just need 100 grams of this. That's the best way to pour this out without getting all those clumps in it. Let's see if I can break those up really fast. I don't know if you can see that I'm breaking up those clumps. And I'll get them in the end too. I got the majority of them out for whatever reason. When I shook the bag, the big clumps came up to the top. That's okay. We'll get them out. All right, so let's do 100 grams. Oops, what happened here? This was not measured properly. Let's go back. Notice how if something isn't right on your scale and you're not at 0, oh, it's at a -2. There we go. Now we got it. I think that's because I hit it a little bit ago. Okay, so this is 100 grams. Notice that I'm not using measuring cups or anything out. I'm actually weighing out my ingredients. That is because I found in the last time I did my bath bomb, the best bath bomb recipe that came out was the one that I measured, weighed, not measured. Okay, that's 100 grams. That can go right into this bucket here. Okay, so we'll put that in there now. And we'll put this down. We're going to also put my citric acid down because I'm done. And my citric acid I've been able to get from a couple different places. Amazon has it for wholesale prices. It's really good. I also was able to get it at Crafter's Choice, New Directions, my other wholesale company. You can get it pretty much anywhere. This particular one I got on Amazon, or no, I got this one from New Directions because they had it on sale, and it was also, I was able to get the super fine one, and as you can see, it goes through my sifter very well, which is what you want. If it could go through this sifter with no issues, then that's the fineness that you want. I don't particularly want powder, but I definitely want last little bit. Those grains are a little bit too big. Let's see if I can get them to go down in. Not wanting to sip today. All right, I'm just gonna pour them in. It's not that many, it's just a little bit, so we'll just do that. All right, so those are our dry ingredients. I already have my oil ready to go there, so let's get my hemp oil, because it's the only other oil I need, and I need 10 grams of hemp oil. There it is, 10 grams of hemp oil. Okay, I'm going to measure that out. My hands are clean. I did wash them this morning. And I'm making these bath bombs for myself anyway. I love this wild berry that I got. I am going to put this up on the site at some point in the future, but not right now. I do have to order it in. A little drip there. All right, and so the only other thing I need is my 15 grams. Actually, I need to add just a little bit more oil to that. Doesn't matter what my measurement is here. I just need to add 5. So 23 plus 5 is 28. So let's just go to 28. His recipe calls for polysorbate 80. I am not going to add that in there. My bath does not matter. One more drip. There we go. $28. There we go. Clean that bottle off in a minute. All right. Take it over to my sink and rinse it off real fast. I love hemp oil. It makes my soaps and my bath bombs and anything I use it in just so luxurious. I absolutely love this stuff. All right, so that's that. Okay, so now the next thing I need is my isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to put that on there. I need, zero that out. It's not on mils. We want grams. There we go. I have a big container of it. I buy this in bulk. And this is a new bottle. I didn't get it poured out of my other one, so we're going to just do 15 of this one. 13, almost there. Here. If I spill a little bit, it's not a big deal. I'm finding, 16, a little more. Just take a little bit of that out. There we go. I'm going to distribute that in my oils. Let that drip out. There's a little excess, it's not a big deal. Take all these containers to my sink, kind of clean up a little bit, because we're going to need a big area to make these moon cakes. There for a minute. Clean off my scale. My scale's nice and clean now. All right. A little soap left on my counter from yesterday when we were soaping, but that's okay. My scale in there, I don't need it anymore. All right. Wild berry tulip is the flavor we're going to do today. Smells absolutely good. Where's my mixer piece? In my other bowl. We're going to get this moving gently. Now, like I said, I'm doing this one for myself, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that I have a good bath bomb that's going to work. And so we're going to turn this on low. I'm going to slowly pour this in. Get this mixing. Turn it to the side here. Let me see if I can pull this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. Pour this in really slow. I'm kind of not pouring it on, well, I guess I'm going to pour it on the edge because that's what it wants to do. And we're going to scrape that goodness out of there. Yes, I would normally use a spatula, but today I'm using my finger because I'm making this for myself, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, that nice little alcohol straw. Okay. Now, the one thing I have not done is add my coloring. Here again, coloring is to your taste. I like to use just a little bit of mica. A little bit of mica goes a long way. And I was able to get these really handy dandy scoops. I don't want a dark purple, I want a really pretty lavender. So we're going to add just a little bit. These are little tiny scoops, aren't those cute? That's about all you need in your mica, is about that much in the bath bombs. They do distribute really well. I tend to over color my stuff a lot of times. Maybe another scoop. The recipe calls for a 1/4 teaspoon of bath bomb or of mica. Notice I'm mixing this on slow and not fast. If I was to mix this on fast, this whole area of where I'm at would be really puffy up, and that would not be good. There we go. Raise it up a little bit. You can see the top of my forehead, but that's all right. Coloring isn't coming there, so I'm just going to keep adding color until I'm happy with it. With hemp oil, I found that the green kind of sort of comes through on it, so I have to temp my colors a little differently than I normally would. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit now that we got it mixed. It's just not wanting to mix, so I'm going to take this down. I'm going to get some gloves, actually, and I'm going to hand mix this. Only because if I don't, my hands will be super purple. All right, where did my gloves go? What do I do with my gloves? Here, glovies. Oh, okay. All right. Got my gloves. That's the one thing about working with these micas, is they have a tendency to dye your hands, so I'm really careful using them. I love micas though. Oh my gosh, they make my products look so pretty. And they're an all-natural product, so I like to use all-natural products in my product anyway, so it really helps. Okay, I'm going to turn this down so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to a hand mix. Oh, this is nice and moist. This is exactly the texture that I wanted. All right, so I'm going to add a bunch of this to it because it's just not coloring right. And then I have not added my other ingredients either, so let's get that in there now. I am very carefully, I don't know if you can see this, I am just layering, very careful laying my citric acid and my SLSA in my container. Why am I doing that? I am doing that because I do not want this to foam up in my face. There's that mixture. And I don't know why. I'm going to just add a whole bunch of this to it because it just does not want to color. There we go. Now we're getting a purple color. Not going to turn purple. I didn't expect it to, but when I drop it in the water, it will. But I'm hand mixing this now because of the SLSA. I don't want that to get up into my face. This is a little bit on the dry side. I might have to add a little bit of water to it. my house is a little warm too, so the mixture feels great, but it's just not. I'm gonna have to add just a little bit of the alcohol to it. All right. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to grab this bucket, grab a little bit of water, and let you guys see what this looks like. Should be warm water. We're just going to do a batch test here. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let me turn this down just a little bit more so you can see that. Out of the way there. All right, so there you go. There's that. And then let's just add just a little bit of this. Just drop it in here and I'll show you the coloring. Oh, it doesn't want to go purple. Oh, that's a little disappointing. It foamed up really nice and it's working really good, so that's a good thing. See how it's bubbling up? I don't know if you can see that or not. Bubbled up and foamed up just right, so that's good. Good thing. My hand's in there because it's just wet. Yeah, it doesn't want to hold together right now, so. All right, so we're going to let that sit for a minute. Clean my hands off. So one thing about using alcohol is it doesn't always, it's turning a gray, which is really weird. I'm going to go grab another purple real quick. Add it in. That was kind of a dull gray purple, and that's not the color I was going for. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Here's my other purple. This is kind of an electric purple. Pour some of that in there. That'll give it a really pretty color. This one is called Purple Galaxy Mica. This one is from Crafter's Choice. Let me grab another set of gloves. I don't know where my gloves. I should just bring my gloves in. I'm usually a little more organized, as you guys know, but this morning it's just a little off today. All right. Get these gloves back on. Mix that up. Add some more alcohol to this. And we should be good to go. I don't use water in my mixes. The water tends to not work really well. I did that one time and it just mixed up so bad. All right. It's super moist in there, but it just does not want to hold together. It just wants to go powdery on me. Okay. There we go. Take just a little bit and I'll drop it in there. Yep, that's the purple I was going for. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the purple. It's kind of a dull purple, and I didn't want a bright. I kind of wanted a lavender, a darker lavender, and that's what I got here. So adding those two together was a really good, smart idea. All right, I'm going to go grab one more thing. I have my hand spritzer in here. This is filled with alcohol also, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be enough. Mix that in really good. It could be that my house is just so dry. It is staying together, so we'll just get this going here. All right, so mooncakes is what we're gonna use on this. I'm gonna take this out of here. Put that in my sink. I need a flat Leave that out there. Yes, I'm going to put something down on that. I don't know why. I cleaned that off. Perfect paper. Flip that over. And we're going to put there. Not going to be so concerned about that. That was something I was going to use for myself, so it's not a big deal. Take those out of here. Get that out of here. All right, so we're going to gently, doing a one note of color in here. Ooh, that really colored up. This is going to be really nice. I'm just going to gently pack this in. Just enough to pack. Clean off my edges a little bit. I'm not going to go really hard because the magic in mooncakes is when you put them down on the thing. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2. This does not want to come off, so let's see what we come up with. Please, please, please work. Nope, completely failed. That completely fell apart. So we're just going to pop it back in there and we're going to rebuild this. I was afraid that was going to happen. I have a bigger mooncake that I'm just not used to using and I don't like it actually. So let's see if we can do a different one. Just break that back up again and we'll gently pack. We don't want to pack it too hard, but we just want to pack it to where it's actually in. There we go. Clean up my edges a little bit. Make those nice and pretty. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to pull this up gently. Please, please, please work, 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 work. I think I have bath bomb. Nope, that fell apart also. All right, so my mixture is not hard enough. All right. It's all right. Yeah, it feels really dry too. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully just pour a little bit more of this alcohol in here. It could be the alcohol starting to dry out in here. And I notice I'm pouring it in just a couple drops at a time. And I'm catching it right away because I don't want this to flare up. This may end up just being a bath. Oops, I didn't want that much in there. But that's okay. Let's move this out of the way so I don't dump it over. Try and get that to... Okay, so Dean's recipe was not made for mooncake. So let me see if I can go find my bath bomb stuff and see if I can just make the bath bombs. Okay, I do have my bath bombs. So let's see if this goes together. Oop, that one cracked on me. They fit together like a glove, so I have to find the other half of this glove. Oop. Okay, there's one. Oop. All right, so let's see if we can pack this in. Might be that I just have to let these sit. Hey, if I have these set up for bath bombs, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, shoot. You know, why not? I just need to get a recipe that I could use. And if worse comes to worse, I end up with... Oh. Oh. Okay, so those aren't going to work. Let's get my big metal ones out. I know these will work. Okay, scoop, scoop, scoop. I'm just going to scoop the two sides together and I'm just going to mash them together. And I am not going to take them apart. I'm going to leave them just like that. Another set. I'm kind of pulling these out of my box here. I didn't have them separated out earlier, but that's okay. Make some different sizes here. So scoop both sides, and we're just going to mash together just like that. That one came out. We're going to leave it just like that. I wonder if my other one will. Ah, it did. Look. Look, look, look. I have bath bombs. Yay! I've accomplished what I was looking out to be. So the technique I'm using to smash my bath bombs together works. All right. By putting them in there and just letting them sit for a minute, that is actually working. So they're actually coming together here. Let's see if this one will come together. Oop, that one didn't. That one did fall apart. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. I just go back in and I just redo it. Usually the second time I go in, they do work. The goal is to make sure they're smashed. And that just helps keep them together. Okay, let's try this one. And if it doesn't want to lift up, I'm just going to leave it. If this one doesn't want to come together, let's do it again. Smash, smash, smash. Smash, smash, smash. Unless you have a bath bomb press, this can be really hard to do. I do not have a bath bomb press. They are so expensive. I was looking into the cheapest one. It was $600. Just like, I just don't have the money for that right now. Okay. Let's grab another one. I do happen to like these aluminum ones. They work really, really well. All right, let's put these together. Now they're going to smash these together. Let's see if I can bring that to the top. Oh, that one came off. There we go. I wonder if this is going to pop off yet. Pop off gently. Oh, it did. There we go. Woohoo! I actually have bath bombs that work. I have a recipe that works. Yay! I am so excited about this. This works really well. I'm very happy with it. I'm going to continue to make more of these. They're turning out really well. I don't know if you can finally see them. I'll let that sit for a minute in its balm and then we'll pull it out. Grab another one out of here. I ended up buying a whole bunch of these and started using them, and then all of a sudden I was having problems with the molds. I couldn't get them to work, but now I have a recipe that actually works. So, and I'm really happy with this recipe. Big scoop in. Boom. As you see, we're gonna... You guys can't really see that. Sorry about that. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see what I was doing here. There we go. Let's see if this lid will pop off of this one. Yep, there it is. Now I'm going to leave them in these for 24 hours. I'm not going to take them out. I have to do this. I'm getting down low to my recipe here. Oops. Scoop that up and try that again. Smash, smash, smash. Not smashing them really hard. Honestly, I'm just kind of doing a gentle tap, tap, tap. There we go. This recipe works really well. I am super happy with this. I am getting down to the bottom of my recipe here, so I'll probably have to just hand tap the rest of these in. I think I got room for one more. Oops. Maybe quite not. go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like I've got 9 bath bombs. So 8 to sell and 1 is a tester. That's what I figured I'd have. The last one I'm going to smash into this. Looks like I have a half tester. I don't think I have a full tester. Let's put that there for a second. Yeah, I don't. I like to get all that out of there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this isn't going to do a full tester, but it'll be like a half bomb, and that's okay. I could probably go to a smaller bomb and be fine. Let's see if I can just smash this together now. I'll put that on top. It's not going to fit all the way. It's a half tester. We're going to leave that one, so that's my tester. All right, let's put you down. There are our bath bombs. Those actually work really well. I'm very happy with them. That is a good recipe. I now have my recipe for my bath bombs. Yay! I am so happy with that. There you go. There is our bath bomb recipe. That makes me super happy, and I cannot wait to get these out to you guys. Those will sit and dry, like I said, for 24 hours. Put my camera there. And then I will release them. Now that I know this recipe works, I'm going to go into full production and get those done so that I have the matching ones for the soaps. I'll do those probably today because I've got plenty of time today. I'm at home just relaxing, and we're going to let these dry for a little bit, and then I'll go into production with the next set. There you have it, you guys. Bath bomb recipe that actually works. I'm super excited. I apologize. Remember, my videos are always raw and unedited. I just don't want to do it. I want you guys to see exactly what I go through, and I want you to know that this is the reality of running a soap business, and how fun it really is. Testing out stuff like this is a passion of mine. I do have essential oil blends that I will be bringing out in these. I'm hoping to now that I have my recipe, I can start producing them. The ratio for essential oils to fragrance oils in a bath bomb is the same, so you're good to go. 15 ml is perfect for that in a bath. If you could go a little bit less than that, I would go probably a 5 to 10 ratio, not a ratio, but 5 to 10 ml. Where's my recipe at? Let me see what it said in here. Fragrance oil was 15 grams. My recommendation for essential oils is go to scent anywhere from 5 to 10. I wouldn't go that much more than that. You could probably go 5 and just be fine. Essential oils are much stronger than fragrance oils, and so you can get away with a lot less. Just remember, you have to balance that moisture out, and that's what I ended up having to do here. I wasn't using this polysorbate, so I added my hemp oil into these. I am finding that the more I use, in my previous video, I spoke about the hemp oil having an issue with my skin type and my body type. I was having a real issue with it. I was kind of sort of breaking out in hives. I don't know, you can't really see, but there we go. I'm not breaking out in hives with it anymore. So my body is really starting to like it. And I'm happy with that because I absolutely love the hemp oil. Oh, there we go. There's a bath bomb. It just popped out of its case, so it's ready to go. I just have to let these sit now. See if I can pop out the rest of these. Gentle tap. If they don't come out freely, let them sit for a little bit longer. They will eventually pop out. And now that I can do bath bombs, I'm going to pull out my all of my... Oh, I'm so happy with these. Now that I can do that, I can pull out all my molds and get those together. I generally, with the recipes that I do a set of bath bombs, small, medium, and large. The ones for this test, I just did the large, and I did that on purpose. There's another one. I'll turn the camera down here in just a second because these are really starting to work out really well. Look, that just popped right out. I like using the alcohol. It seems to work really well. And my bath bombs aren't expanding too full in my recipe, and I'll smooth the edges out at some point. There we go. So there's the bath bombs. Let's see if this tester one is going to break on me. Yeah, it's going to. I'm just going to leave it. All right, so the tester one is still in its case. It's not ready to go, but that's good. All right, so there you go. Bath bombs ready to go. Got my recipe finally down. I can use that now, and I'm going to go full production. I'll probably get several of them done today if I can. Since these are pulling out of the molds really easily, I'll just wipe them out and I'll just keep using them. Don't forget to isopropyl alcohol your utensils prior to using them. That helps sterilize your items. And don't forget, just have some fun. Color them, work with them, have some fun. Upcoming, I'll be working on my Halloween and Christmas. I will be doing some sets for those as well as some singles. Starting production next week. And then we will be full bore until the holidays. All of those should be up by September 1st. I'm going to let the bars sit a little bit longer as well as the bath bombs and make sure that they're really solid and ready for you guys. All right, you guys. Ciao. Have a good day. I'm very happy with what happened, and I hope you are too. Thank you and enjoy. All right, I'm back after several hours of doing some bath bombs. As you can see, we're in progress. I have the Bahama Breeze, and we have the Melon, and I did a new one, his Urban Beat, which is the one in the front with the purple and the gray. That's for the guys. It has a really cool, I love the smell. It's actually, the purple actually will go blue in the water, so I'm not sure why it went purple, but it is blue. So blue-gray. Oh, wait, no, the purple one in the front is the Nag Shamma. My apology. And then we have this one is the, let's see what the bottle is. That's the, oops, that is the Bahama Berry Melon. And then that one is the Urban Beat. It's got blue and gray. I started putting glitter on there and then realized, oop, guys don't like glitter. So I'll sell them with glitter and without. And there you go. Got different sizes, as you can see. I love how some of these looked. I can't really pick them up and show you or do any demos with them because they're not quite ready yet. But there's all the other ones. There's our sample ones that we did earlier. They turned out perfectly. They're nice and solid and doing good. That's my tester sampler. Let me move my finger out of the way. Sorry about that, you guys. I'll flip this over. There we go. That's just the sampler. I'll show everybody how it looks. I had an epic fail right there, and there is my sampler on that one. It's still hard. It won't come out of the base yet. I did have one that completely failed on me. Oops. You know, that happens when you're doing bath bombs sometimes. It just the way it goes. I've been tapping this to see if this will come off. Oh, it did. There you go. There's my other sampler right there. I'll run that one in the sampler so you can see it. I love this recipe. Thank you, Dean Wilson, for this fabulous bath bomb recipe. It works really well. I'm super happy with it. And as you can see, they turned out really well. These are the melon. Look at that beautiful melon, or mango, excuse me, mango color. This one, wait. This one right here, the yellow and the green. It's showing up yellow and green in the picture, but it's a little different. That's the Bahama Berry Melon. Nag Shamma. What's this one? Oops, that one fell apart on me. I don't remember what this one is, but there you go. There's all of our... Hi, everyone. Okay, so clarification on our bath bombs. Here we go. Wild berry and tulip. Honeydew melon. Mango madness. I love that one. So pretty. Champagne, which is the Nag Shamma. This one is the Bahama Berry. His Urban Beat for the men. It's really a beautiful scent. I love this one. And then over here we have the Ocean Breeze. There's a better look of what it looks like. I can't really pick it up because it's not really ready to be picked up yet, and I don't want to knock it over. Yeah, there's a little errors there. I still have to clean up the edges, but there you go. So clarification on that. My video cut off at the end. I'm really sorry. As you can see, I took another one out. They're starting to come out of their shells. One thing about bath bombs I found is when they're ready to come out of their shells, they will. Don't force them out. Let them just dry up and be done. And they're beautiful. Okay, so one more, just pass. Yes, it's a mess. These are still drying. There's one that fell apart on me, but that's okay. That happens. And there you go, you guys. There are those melons. These are the ones we did first. They're so pretty, and they are just about ready to be used. They smell so good, and they're beautiful. I absolutely love them. All right, you guys, there you go. That was my bath bomb production. That took a couple hours this morning, and now I am done, and so now I'm going to go relax. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.